Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz. This round is all about TV in the noughties. Judy Finnegan's top fell open at the National Television Awards, revealing her breasts to the nation. Eagle-eyed viewers also got a glimpse of her arsehole, standing next to her in a tuxedo. In 2005, the producers of Celebrity Love Island took the very best bits from reality TV, dating shows and celebrity culture, set them aside and made a dreadful TV show. What Not to Wear made stars of Trini and Susanna, or as I like to call them, No and Maybe. Let's remind ourselves what we were watching in the noughties.
So check this.
Sake. Nice one.
You're taking the piss, you know that.
Tiramisu. No idea what it is.
I am trying to do my job.
Don't give my husband permission to speak, you new snooty fucking move.
Yeah, eat some turkey.
No, Jeremy, it's not my turkey.
I'm eating dog leg. I have definitely reached a new low.
Ready for some big fat questions? Of course you are. OK. In January 2005, the BBC received over 55,000 complaints about a show before it had even been broadcast. What were people so up in arms about?
55,000 complaints.
55,000, before it was even on air.
Taggart isn't a BBC show.
Taggart is not a BBC show.
Okay.
No, that is correct. Have you got an eye patch on?
No.
Are you doing this to mess up the continuity of the show? OK, all right, so the noughties was a decade of reality TV, so here's a question from one of the genre's rule-breaking retrobates. It's Nasty Nick Bateman.
Hello there, Jimmy. As you might remember, my appearance on the first ever Big Brother ended rather abruptly when, how shall I put it, I was a complete bastard. But what phrase did I use in the diary room whilst describing my various transgressions?
So he wants to know what phrase did he use in the diary room?
I don't have a clue what he said.
I don't know, we've put nothing.
OK, Dale Winton was the face of which television test of endurance in 2001? It ran for 4 days. That's the clue here. It ran for 4 days.
Oh, test of endurance.
Do you think, has that sofa been sort of made exactly the right length for him to sit on it like that?
Time for another guest question, this time from the first and best singer to emerge from TV fame contests in the noughties. It's Gareth Gates.
Hey, Jimmy. My career was launched by the first series of Pop Idol, where I beat Darius Dinesh. But Darius became notorious thanks to his first ever audition piece. Can your teams tell me what he did that was so extraordinary?
What was so unique about his performance? What did he perform?
That's what made it unique. It was Darius.
He is unique.
Yeah.
Why have you done up your jacket and you've got an eye patch on? What is going on with you?
He's an experienced quizzer, and he knows that
At this
final
point,
furlong, it's best to button up.
Have you all got something for that?
Wait there.
Have you got something, Richard and Noel?
we've got a lot. We've got a load of junk.
Are you ready for the answers? I asked you why BBC Two received 55,000 complaints. What did you put?
Was it songs of motherfucking praise?
Is it still on, Songs of Praise?
Is it still on?
I haven't seen it for a while.
Well, I don't know.
It could have been on, though. I could have just been sort of facing slightly that way, and I went...
So I can tell you it's not Songs of Praise.
Shit.
Richard and Noel, what have you got?
That is the handwriting of a chimpanzee.
It's been a hell of a quiz. It's taken a lot out of me. But Jerry Springer, the musical, where's the opera?
I think it was more of a musical as well. I will give you that. You, Sarah and David, you've gone for?
Jerry Springer, the opera.
I've not seen it, but from what I hear, it's more of a musical. In a way, the name of a sort of biscuit is Jaffa cake. Although, actually, a Jaffa cake isn't a biscuit, it is a cake.
They had a court case.
They had a court case because you don't get VAT on cakes and you do on chocolate biscuits.
Don't talk to me about tax,
and
David.
the custom...
I've got my own problems.
Well, no, but it's actually true. It's legally a cake and it doesn't attract VAT.
Can you make yourself legally a cake?
I think possibly if I get myself filled with cream, yeah.
Is that what your accountant makes you do? If you say that, Jimmy, the nation will forgive you.
OK, Nasty Nick asked you what phrase he used in the diary room. Did anyone remember? Kevin and Alan, you put?
Nangashing. I couldn't even think. It's about 10 years ago, love.
It is about 10 years ago. That's very much the nature of the Big Fat Quiz of the noughties. I really should have pointed this out. I should have made this clearer at the top of the show. OK, what did you put for this, Richard Knoll?
Help me kill again.
Nasty Nick. It's called Nasty because he cheated a little bit in Big Brother.
Right.
Did he cheat?
I didn't watch it.
How can you cheat in Big Brother?
He wrote other people's names that were in the house on bits of paper to suggest,
So
let's all
what?
vote for them.
What, and he's called Nasty Nick
Nasty
from,
because of that.
from now on, for
Even
that.
Goebbels isn't called Nasty Goebbels.
Sarah and David, what have you...
We've just got, I'm sorry for being a twat.
I think none of you have got it, but I think you'll recognise it when you hear. Let's go back to Nick.
I've made a mistake. But like all things, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
He didn't come up with that phrase, did he?
No, but he did use it in the diary
He
room.
just said it.
All right, but I go 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, but no one remembers me saying that when I did back in 2003.
I remember that.
OK, more quiz. I asked you which televised test of endurance was fronted by Dale Winton in 2001. What did you put?
It was a game you had to put your hand on a truck and whoever was still... That was the game. Do you remember Dale Winton? Channel 5?
Yeah.
And it was whoever was on, had a hand on the truck for the longest time.
That is the correct answer. Hang on, Sarah and David, you've gone touch the truck and...
Well, just in case, because supermarket sweep was like a bit of an endurance test to watch. So I just thought I'd hedge me bets.
OK, and Richard, I know you probably got this.
We just wrote, I can only see out of one eye. It's a game where you bring on people and they're blind in one eye, then you put an eye patch on them and you have to work out whether they can see or they can't. There's a lot of holes in the floor and they move the furniture around. Didn't last very long. A bit longer than truck touch.
Well, I can tell you, Dale Winton fronted Touch the Truck, and very dramatic and exciting it was too. Let's have a look.
It's not just physical exhaustion that takes its toll on the touchers. Sometimes they just forget the rules. Have a look at the evidence.
Because if you took my hands away, I'd go... Don't tell me. Tell the lady.
Whilst arguing with fellow contestants about the no leaning on the truck rule, Debbie broke the ultimate rule. She stopped touching.
One of the referees has noticed that you've taken both hands off of the vehicle at some point.
Time.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to disqualify you and issue you the red card. If you'd like to come with me now.
It's clear to see she didn't touch it.
Could you lie underneath it? Because I'm pretty sure if I lie down, my arse would touch a part of it. And then I wouldn't have to do anything.
I mean, or you could just get in the truck.
Oh, yeah.
Just sit in the truck.
Oh. OK. Gareth Gates wanted to know if you could remember Darius's audition on Pop Idol. What did you put?
Well, was it when he went, baby, hit me one more time?
We just got that he sang Hit Me Maybe One More Time badly.
Well, I mean, that's very much... That's a...
Fact.
That is a fact. Richard and Noel?
Well, Richard wrote, why did you take my other eye? And I said, come on, let's just actually write Britney Spears.
Well, let's have a look. Let's remind ourselves, and everyone, just be aware this is not pleasant to watch.
Baby, one more time. Baby, hit me one more time.
OK, time for a special bonus round about movies. I'm going to show you pictures from 3 of my favourite movies of the noughties, which have been subtly improved. Can you name the films? Here's the first one. OK, so write them all down on one screen. So what's that movie?
That is the...
No, I just heard you say, why are we even bothering? Because you could win this. You know you could. Come on.
Jimmy, what are the current scores?
I'll do the scores in a minute.
No, Jimmy, don't fob me off. What are the current...
11, 13, 4.
OK, so we might as well go.
No, you can make it up.
How?
Because there's a massive question that is worth 15 points at the end.
Really?
Are you being
Genuine.
serious?
No, genuinely.
OK.
Is that true?
Jimmy,
That's
don't
genuinely
lie.
true.
Jimmy,
Is that really
Jimmy, don't lie to
true?
me.
I'm not lying to you.
Jimmy.
Is that true?
Genuinely
Do
true.
not lie to me.
I will
Jimmy.
not lie to you.
Jimmy, is that true? I'll give you this eye patch if that's true.
That is true.
You probably look good in an eye patch.
I'll see. I have a feeling I will look like a baddie from Captain Scarlet. I imagine it's going to suit me now. Does that? Mr. Bond, we've been expecting you. OK, second movie. Yeah. OK. And the third, and perhaps my favourite.
Jimmy, is that your accountant?
OK, has everyone got something?
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look, see what you put.
Gladiator,
Yeah.
then Kill Bill,
OK.
and then broke. Is it broke? It's broke back mountain.
Oh, as if you don't know.
I was stunt doubling.
I had an audition for that film on Hampstead Heath about a year after it came out. They never called.
They never do.
Still, it's nice to see you again. Sarah, David, you got them all?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kill Bill, Stroke Jim, Brokeback Mountain, Gladiator. OK, Richard, Noel? Gladiator, I could see.
Kill Billy.
Near enough.
Brokeback Bum Bum.
I think we can give you a point for Brokeback Bum Bum.
We watched this at home, and I couldn't understand what they were saying, because it's quite a thick accent, and so I had subtitles on. And when it gets to the first scene where they have sex, the subtitles just say moans for about 2 minutes.
You could misinterpret moans, couldn't you?
Yeah, just moaning about the
So you go, oh, this is rubbish.
Oh, not this again.
You get your dick out of my ass.
OK, let's take a look at the scores. Kevin and Alan have 14 points. Sarah Milligan and David Mitchell have 16 points. They're in the lead. Richard Iwardi, Noel Fielding, 7 points.
Yeah.
Quite a lot to do.